Hey Village Church, Pastor Michael here with you, and welcome to the first installment of our Friday newsletter video update. Each and every week you're going to hear from myself or one of our leaders about things we think are really important for you to know. Let's get to this. Number one, you've probably noticed over the last 12 months that there are first-time visitors in each and every service. There are multiple reasons for this, but one primary reason is that the Evangelical Church over the last 2 years has experienced major upheaval. What that means is that there are thousands and thousands of individuals and families who are trying to find a church home. And so whether or not they've heard about Village Church online or whether they've heard it from you or a friend, they're walking through our doors. And I don't know if you remember what it's like to walk through the doors of a church for the first time or to try to find a home church, but it's really incredibly difficult. Our job is to steward these people very well, to love them and to encourage them, whether they only come once or whether they actually commit to being a part of Village Church. So you've heard me say at the end of the services, hey, I see some people I've never met before. I want to encourage you. Would you introduce yourself to somebody before you leave? We're going to keep doing that because we're expecting this to carry on for a very, very long time. So Village Church, let's continue to be incredibly hospitable, and we are expecting first-time visitors because they're walking through the doors. Now, don't assume they're all from other churches. We've also been watching a number of unbelievers come to church for the very first time, so you never know who you're sitting next to. All right, number two, we are launching 21 community groups this fall, and we have a bunch of first-time community group leaders leading. This is so important to us because community groups are the front lines of shepherding and care at the Village Church. I want to ask you a huge favor. You already know we want you in a group, but I want to ask you, would you pray for our new community group leaders? I also want to ask you to pray, number three, for our women. This weekend, we are going to be short 70 women in our worship service because they're going to be on our 2019 Women's Retreat. What it also means is that we're going to have a whole bunch of kids in our church without their moms. It's going to be controlled chaos. Can't wait. So dads, get out of bed, bring your kids. We're going to make sure our kids ministry takes really, really good care of you. Well, that does it for our first installment of our Friday newsletter video update. We'll see you again next week.